Do you or someone you love suffer from gaming analysis paralysis? Do you find it difficult and sometimes downright impossible to find a game to play when there are dozens to choose from in your backlog or on your shelf of shame? If so, you are not alone, and we here at Love Thy Nerd are here to help. Though we may not have the cure, we do have some helpful tips to get you over that hump, and that's what we want to talk about this week on the FreePlay podcast.
You are listening to the FreePlay podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network.
What's up, nerds? My name is Bubba Stallcup, and I'm the Chief Community Nerd here at Love Thy Nerd, and you are listening to the FreePlay podcast, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network, and joined with me, as always, is our Chief Outreach Nerd, Matt Warmbier.
What up?
And also our Chief Social Media Nerd, Kate Katawaki.
Hello.
Together, we are Captain Planet. Am I right or am I
Go
right?
Planet.
I just realized I didn't know any of them but Heart. Wind?
Really?
Is Wind
Earth,
one of them?
Wind,
I don't even know what
Fire,
you're talking
water,
about, so.
heart. Go Planet.
Yeah. You've never seen Captain Planet?
No.
Kate? Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother episode.
Well, imagine
It's actually
imagine
a series. It's a series of episodes.
imagine Power Rangers,
Uh-huh.
but they have rings.
Tracking with you so far.
They have what?
And they have rings.
Oh.
And their rings they shoot into the sky. Okay. Imagine how Princess Unicorn's horn pierces
Pierce
the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like that
okay,
with
yeah,
yes.
rings, and then they all
My
combine
horn
to
can
make
pierce the sky. Absolutely.
Planet.
Okay, well,
And
when you
Captain Planet.
say it like that, I get it now.
Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say.
Has
The
to
power
say.
is yours.
The power is yours.
So-
with all our powers combined,
nice.
we are Captain Planet. Which is weird. So does he like live inside of the rings? Like, is that what I'm like in pieces? Does he live
Pieces
inside of
him
the
does.
rings?
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
it's
is it
like
like when they
Horcruxes.
It's like the
form-
Schwartz.
It's a
No.
Horcrux.
The Horcrux.
It's a lot like
Sure.
that.
Oh man. Hey guys, welcome to the FreePlay podcast. Probably one of the better openers we've had in a long time. But we are just three schmucks that get together and want to talk
How
about
dare
all
you.
things
Have magic
nerdy.
rings. You didn't mention that.
Yeah, you are not listening to the Endgame podcast. This has nothing to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This has everything to do with Captain Planet.
Yet?
Which I don't know. Hold on. Let's go back to that because I don't think there's been a lot of stuff lately about. I've seen some people going back and watching the new DuckTales and how it has like a Darkwing Duck kind of like cameo.
Yeah.
And like, at what point do we let the things from our past just be our past and not our present?
It's never
Or
going
I
to
don't
happen.
know.
Never?
I don't think it's ever going to happen.
nostalgia
is
Huge right now.
the passion of today.
All the kids are into that nostalgia. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be a curmudgeon or anything, but
Too late.
like I feel like, and we talked about this a little bit last week. If you guys haven't listened to our last episode about Sonic the Hedgehog, then I think that you should. About like what happens when we take our beloved characters and try and revamp them and do a reboot. I don't know, man. I mean, like parts of me really do want a new Captain Planet, but then parts of me don't want a Captain Planet. Like a bigger part of me doesn't want a new Captain Planet. But I think that there's.
You better just make it happen.
I don't know, man. Like Netflix is a thing, so they could just make it happen. I don't know. That is not at all what we plan to talk about today. So let's stop talking about that.
I can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Anyway, we are part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network, and we just want to be here to love and serve our nerdy neighbors in any way that we possibly can. And this particular podcast, if it is your first time with us, the express purpose of this podcast is just to have fun, really. We just want to create some sense of community. You might think, well, how do you do that with a podcast? And Matt has the perfect meme that he wants to share with you, which is a little boy. I say a little boy, he's probably 13 or so, sitting in
Young man.
front a young adult human male sitting in front of what looks like an ad at a bus stop or something like that. And is he eating ice cream?
I think they're all they're eating ice cream in the billboard, and he's eating it with them, sort of.
And the caption on it is what it's like to listen to a podcast. And it's this person who is not in the ad enjoying what is going on in the ad. And that's what we want to do. We want to
exactly what this is.
I wonder if we could just get that on a t-shirt.
And have us as the background and then a random person eating the ice cream.
Absolutely. But I want to be the person eating the ice cream too. I'm very particular about what I want in this.
So you want to be two, you want to be both. You want to.
Yeah, if I could replace y'all's face with my face. And
so
then
3 Bubbas and then 1 Bubba eating ice cream.
That's exactly what it's like on the FreePlay podcast. Yes. I don't think that's too much to ask.
I'll start working on it right now, boss.
Yeah, just start on it.
The funny thing is you probably got your phone open to do that right now in your little app that you use.
You're not wrong.
You can neither confirm nor deny. Right?
Yeah, you're looking down and you could see a screen in the reflection of the glasses if you look hard enough.
Oh, man. Well, hey, we're going to push this show right along. But thank you guys. If this is your first time or if it's your 100th time, thanks for hanging out and joining us. And for going with us on this journey. But we like to do a couple of things here on FreePlay, and one of the first things we do is we want to let you guys know what it is that we've been playing. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can show you guys a couple of games that you should be playing, or kind of draw some stuff out of your backlog that you've been putting on the back burner for a long time. And hopefully you guys can tell us in the comment section below or on social media, what are you playing? What should we be playing? So, Kate, while Matt is busy, we'll go and skip him real quick.
It's going to take longer.
Yeah. You've got time. You've got time.
Yeah, because I'm going to talk right now so you can make your little meme and then have it ready. Okay, so last week I said I was going to do that Duolingo app to 50 days. I was going to break the streak. Day 19 was today.
Still have not.
Okay, still got it.
Okay, congrats.
Haven't broken the
I still
streak.
have not figured out how to add you.
It's fine.
Cool. All right, good talk.
Go on.
Gaming, like real gaming wise, I watched the Raising Kratos documentary from Santa Monica Studios about the making of God of War, and it is brilliant, amazing, incredible. If you've played the game, if you're interested in the game, or if you like games at all, you should go watch it. It's on YouTube. It costs $0 hairs to see it. That's what I like best about it.
Oh, man. GG, YouTube.
It's so good. Cory Barlog is like, how do you say, extremely gifted?
How you say?
People say that, yeah.
How do you say extremely has a vision?
He definitely does.
I like that.
I mean,
that's really.
It gives
cool.
you a raw look at what it's like to do that.
Yeah.
There's not really a spoiler. The game came out and it did really well. That's the spoiler. But it shows you like what it was like for Santa Monica Studios to go from one space to another space, and how like Cory came back onto the group, and they went through a layoff period because they had to absorb another IP that didn't. I mean, it was just it's amazing.
It's like a total top-down, behind the curtain look at what it's like to make a AAA game, good and bad, for every department involved.
Yes.
Just, you have to go watch it.
And the beauty of it is that like, so the major story arc conversation goes on after the game has been made around a table because they're filming this documentary, and they're like eating a meal, and whomever it was that was setting up for this documentary shot spelled Cory Barlog's name incorrectly on his placemat. Like that
so
was
cringy.
Perfect.
It's like
perfect.
It's like, why? You should know by now how to spell his name, right? Just look on Twitter if you're not sure.
I just want to say we have done similar mistakes.
This is not
Are you
about
sure?
us.
It's all
How
we?
dare you?
Somebody.
Did you spell the name wrong? Because that's not we, that's you. So I don't want
No,
to.
I think it was Matt. I think whatever he's talking about, it was him.
I
and
think
totally not me on last week's episode.
I wasn't even talking about that one. I was talking about with Jamie.
Oh, dang it.
All right. Well,
Well,
both
I think
of
that
you,
one was also me. Honestly, yeah.
Both of you are guilty, and I'm innocent. So
I did.
Busy
Yeah,
working
I spelled.
on memes. Leave me alone. Anyway, look at this.
you're.
It's the picture I'm using for Kate.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Wait, what do you mean the picture you're using for Kate? She shouldn't even be in this.
I'm sorry. She's
He's
gonna
you
making
changed
he's
it.
making
Okay,
two
all right.
versions of the meme. One how you wanted
Duh.
it, and one how he wanted it.
You guys, everybody who's trying to understand what's going on, just wait for the documentary. It'll all make
Yeah,
sense.
it'll-
when it
it'll
comes
be
It's
out.
called Behind Raising
Behind the memes.
Raising Memes. A look
Raisin
behind
memes, my favorite.
behind Matt Warmbeer's meme creating process. You know, it says in
Oh,
your
man.
Twitter bio that you're an amateur meme maker. So
What do you think I'm doing?
exactly, you're living up to it.
I cannot
I
wait.
know,
I
it's fuzzy.
cannot.
We'll
Wait.
try to put all these memes that have been created in the comments. If I remember to post this in the Facebook community, I'll try.
Here's the deal. Real talk. We say that every week and always forget
Write a
to
note,
put
somebody.
stuff. Yeah.
What?
Hey,
Call us out.
You guys,
Call us out.
if you guys
goodness
are
sakes.
listening, take notes for us, please, so that we know what to put in the show notes.
Just send a message with a little roast in it. It'll be fine.
You know what we should do is we should have somebody on this podcast that just listens in the background and takes those notes. Like, honestly, hey, if you want to be that person, let us know. We'll figure it out and we'll get you
It's
in.
what
we-
needs to happen.
It
So
really
we know what we're
does.
supposed to do. So besides that amazing documentary, I have been playing this absolutely incredible game. I'm really excited to talk about it. I think it was one of the games that I mentioned in one of our previous episodes about games coming out this year that we were excited about. It's called A Plague Tale: Innocence. And when I
I don't remember this game.
Same.
I think it's a smaller studio that made this game.
Is this one you were looking forward to and now you actually had a chance to play?
Yes.
Or was it last week that you said that you had played it but you didn't want to talk about it?
No, that was a different one.
Oh, okay.
I talked
cool.
about
I'm still
that.
waiting on that.
No, I
okay.
talked about that one already. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's right. I drew it out of you. I remember. Okay, continue.
Anyways, so
You're
the
doing a rat's
the
tail.
developer is Asobo Studio. I don't know.
Okay. Cool.
Smaller studio, and the game it basically takes place during the 1300s, and there's the plague going around and the Inquisition is going around, and you play as I'm assuming teenage girl and
Mutant Ninja Turtle. Okay,
no,
sorry.
just a teenage
Got
girl,
ahead of you
not
there.
a human, just a teenage human, and you have a little brother that he's sick, not with the plague, with something else, and you're negotiating this dark and scary world of plague and bad people as kids. Basically, all the good people that I've seen so far are all kids. So
That doesn't sound accurate at all.
it is really intense. It's a stealth action adventure game. Beautiful
Uh-huh.
puzzle.
What's the
type
graphic styles? What are we talking about here?
good graphics?
Perf, thanks. That explains a lot.
Go on.
Good graphics? I don't know. It's
Is it cell shade? Is it
I don't
pixel
know.
graphics?
I don't. It's
Is
not
it,
pixel
high
graphics. It's like a normal
def?
game. It's like God of. It's like the art style reminds me a lot of The
Okay.
Last of Us. The
Okay,
Last
I
of
got
Us.
you. All right.
So, and if I could describe this game using other games, I would say The Last of Us with a pinch of Uncharted-esque puzzles.
Got it.
The voice acting is bomb. The music is amazing. I just really like everything about this game, even though it stresses me the heck out playing it. And Steven wants to watch every chapter. So, no, it's not good because he's like,
Oh,
you've
no,
died so
bad.
many times. I'm going to get up
Not
and get a
again,
snack.
Steven.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe it would draw you two closer together and strengthen your relationship. But no, you don't. That's not what you're looking for.
Well, he
don't.
said he would be happy if I didn't die as much.
Which is his constant criticism when you're playing games.
Which is-
maybe the issue is not him or the game, Kate.
But then when I say you learn by dying and failure, that's how you learn what works and what doesn't in games. Would you like to try? And he says no.
I don't think that's how life works.
No, it's not life. It's games.
No.
So
Did you see Matt just take a picture of himself?
I
Can't get the right angle of myself on
made
the
the
photo.
stupidest
I know. I
face.
was trying to copy the one lady.
I'm choosing to ignore it. So you seriously
love
need
it.
to go look at the trailer and a gameplay trailer of this game. It's
I
know
got you. I'm
what you're
sorry.
looking
Matt made
at.
another face.
You're
That's
looking
not
at
my
Matt.
fault. That's his fault.
I,
for those of you guys
it's
that
my
don't
normal
know-
face. It's
So
my
how
normal
did-
face.
how'd it turn out?
We will see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You went on bread and butter, because just right in. But Bubba and I are gonna be a little harder to do. So
Oh, it's fine. No, it's
So
fine.
go
Yeah.
look at this game. Go look at the trailer. Go look at the gameplay thing. It is, and you don't have, since you're playing as like a teenager and as kids, you don't have like big swords and grand weapons. Like you're mostly just stealth and distraction type stuff. And it is so well done. The story is so awesome. Go get it. I have it on PlayStation 4. It's available on PC, PS4, Xbox One. And it released...
No Switch?
No Switch. This is a heavy-duty game. It's not for the Switch.
Heavy
watch your
duty.
mouth.
So this came out less than a week ago.
She said, because she said duty.
Oh,
That's why.
wow. Low blow.
I have a game that I backed on Kickstarter that actually I had to go look at the name of it. Kingdom of Night. Have you seen this? It's like it's an 80s action RPG, Diablo meets Earthbound kind of game.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm really excited. So when you were talking about like that game, this is what I thought that it might be like, but it's completely different.
No, it's not that at all.
Okay.
At
Yeah. This one's like top-down isometric. You're talking like
This is like realistic.
third person. Yeah.
Third person realistic.
Yeah.
Just so good. Every chapter I'm like, that was amazing. Just, I don't know.
How many chapters are there in this game?
I have no idea. I'm gonna guess 20.
What are our people getting themselves into if they decide to do this, play this game? Like how many hours have you put into it right now?
I don't know, maybe 10.
10 hours? How far are you into the game?
I forget what
You don't
chapter.
know. You don't have any of this information.
No, because number one, don't remember what chapter I was on, and I also don't know how many total, so I can't say I'm 75% through the game.
Okay.
I have a feeling I'm nearing the last 30%. So it's probably like a 15-hour game, maybe. I could be wrong, and it could actually be a 20-hour game, and I'm already at 15 hours.
Or a 30-hour game.
No,
or
it's
if
not
it's
a
Mad
30,
Red
it's
Dead
not-
Redemption.
Toad's
Many more
What?
days and
tracker.
weeks.
Is this Captain Toad's treasure tracker?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
It's parading.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Just go watch some
poses.
videos for this game and check it out.
Just put it in the. Why don't you put it in the post?
No. I'm not going to put it
Yeah.
in the post
Well,
because I'm not going to remember that much. Okay, who would like to go next? Matt seems like he's busy.
No, I'm ready to go.
Oh,
I
okay.
got
Thank goodness.
I got my head on a lady.
hey, Matt, what have you been playing?
Here's the thing.
Gosh.
I know. I really do just keep trying. Like I will sit down and I will say, okay, I just need to just get into this game. People love this game. People have loved this game. So I will sit down and I will turn on Red Dead 1 and I'll start playing. I'm like, ugh. I'll seriously play for like 2 minutes and be like, no, I don't think so. I'll turn it off and I'll turn on my PlayStation 4. I'm like, okay, well, I've got a lot of games in the library. Maybe I'll try Odyssey again. Was that or Origins again? Yeah, again. And
You should play Odyssey.
You should.
Well,
Maybe
but now
that,
he has
maybe
a bad
that would
attitude.
make you want to play.
Yeah, so I turn it on and I can't even get past the load screen. I was like, no, I don't think so.
Boo.
And then I was like, oh, okay, let's go back to Red Dead. I'm like, just you really have to do this. So I turn it on and I'll play a little bit longer. I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad, I guess. The controls are a little weird.
Rustic.
That's kind of what's throwing me off, I think. It's just old. And now I'll be like, okay, nah. And then I'll like,
That's a no for me, dog.
And then I'll like think about putting Spider-Man in, and then I'll think about maybe playing like Shadows of Mordor or whatever I have. I haven't finished that one yet. Or
2 solid games. What's keeping you from playing Spider-Man?
Uncharted
or
4. No, I've already beaten,
Uncharted
but
4 is so
What are you doing?
good.
I don't know.
Matt, I love you, dude.
We're gonna discuss
You're
it.
like a friend to me, but
Well, and
listen.
I mean, I haven't finished Uncharted 4. I was really enjoying it when I was playing it, but I think when I started playing it, Spider-Man just came out or something just came out, and I was just hyped about that, and I went onto it. I haven't finished Final Fantasy. I haven't finished Horizon Zero Dawn. I've never finished Skyrim because whenever I get into Skyrim, I just like it's just too much. I feel like
oh yeah,
I
I
shouldn't
easily
think that way.
overwhelmed when you play Skyrim.
And I shouldn't feel that way. I mean, I just played Red Dead, and Red Dead's huge as well. Like, there's tons of stuff there.
Yeah.
I just
You
kind of
got
like
sucked into that world though. Like that was
I did.
you didn't do anything other than play Red Dead.
Yeah.
And dream about Red Dead and think about Red Dead at
kill
Starbucks.
horses
Yeah.
too. Well, that's true. So like just all like, and I've already beaten Spider-Man, but the boys bought the first DLC, so I was kind of playing that, and it's fun. It's just that you forget the controls, so it's not as fun. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really trying to play a game here.
Well, how are you doing on your 365? Your tabletop?
It's hit and miss. I'm not playing as much as I was. I can quickly pull it up here. I mean, I
know you've played Architects of the
I've
West
played
Kingdom.
Architects.
I can tell you that for sure.
Even I can
several
tell you
times.
that.
Yeah, well, you guys know stuff. I'm at 142 for the year. So you do the math. How many days that is?
It's D's.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah.
That's probably pretty close to where I should be.
Yeah, I mean we're at least a third of the way into the year, and that's about a third ish. It's less than a third, but you're getting there. I mean, you need to pick it up, bro. Like I think that, like let's pretend like we're at the gym. Like you're doing little baby weights here, and I'm like
You need to be
up, bro.
You need to be doing burpees.
Well, I don't.
Well, you're technically we were when we record this, we're at 140 days in the year, and I'm at 142 plays. So
Wow.
I'm doing
Okay,
just
so you're
fine.
ahead of the curve.
All right,
Barely.
humble bragging. All right.
Yeah, just
Barely. So I'm
leaving
doing
that
it. Like,
calendar in the dust.
I play, some tabletop games every week, but in the evening after the kids go to their bedroom and like I'm able to play a video game, sometimes I like to play a video game. Sometimes.
Oh, I heard that, dude. Yeah.
So we recently started watching Scrubs again. We haven't watched that in years and years and years, and it's still hilarious. So I don't know.
Yeah, no. For all of our listeners, a scrub is a guy who thinks he's fine, but he's also known as a busta.
As a buster, yeah.
Just to clarify.
Yep, you're right.
Continue. Yeah.
I don't know.
If you say it, then you don't get flagged because then it's not music.
You're right.
Just
Good
a poem.
job.
Yeah.
Good
I'll
thinking.
flag us. You're welcome. I think that's
I just don't send left eye after me. That's all I ask. Okay.
too soon.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Don't do that.
She is.
No, Mybee. That's Mybee.
Long
I'm
time ago.
sorry. Wait, when?
Long time ago. Years.
Is it
Forever. Well, let's see.
Anyways, that's all I've been
feel
playing.
I feel legit bad. I'm sorry. Hey, I apologize.
T-Boss,
Sometimes I say
Chile,
things- I say a lot of
2002.
stuff.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
Chile is she dead too?
I think the other two are just fine.
Good. Pretend I said one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I've been playing, which isn't very much. I'll be at Phoenix Fan Fusion starting Wednesday this week.
You're there now.
so
You're there
I'm
right
there right
now.
now. So come say hello if you're here. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure I'll play lots of games, see lots of people, and have lots of good times.
Ooh, look at the expectations you got.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots and lots.
What about you, Bubba?
How about you?
You playing
I
stuff?
have been. I have played really one game, and I'm okay with this.
It's the one that matters.
It really kind of
Does it?
is. So last week I told you guys that I got a new 4K TV, and I'm super pumped about that. And so I decided to pull my PlayStation out of my room, or it really wasn't being shown the love that it needed to, because my idea that I would play more in there than I had out in the living room it never happened. So I kind of pulled it out of hibernation and put it in the front room to really look at this beautiful 4K TV that I have now. And though it doesn't push 4K because it's just the PS4 Slim, still looks a billion times better than it did on that plasma that we had. And the game I booted up was God of War, which I've been calling Dad of War because that's exactly what it is. And I wanted to play this game after watching the said documentary, Raising Kratos, that we talked about earlier. And it just awakened something in me that wanted to play this game. And it's not like the whole game, the whole documentary, they're showing you gameplay after gameplay after gameplay.
Yeah.
It's more like, here's the mocap, and here's the people that made it, and here's how it succeeded, and here's how it made them feel when it did succeed. And I got to the point where in the documentary they were talking about and they were showing the PlayStation reveal at E3 during their press conference.
Oh.
And I remember that moment.
Me too.
It was the best, hands down, best E3 moment in my history of knowing about E3 and experiencing that online, or even having been to E3 in person. Like, that was the best moment, because PlayStation that year, 2017, right, Kate? Is that when it was?
It might have been
I think it was
2016.
Yeah.
The first one.
You're right.
And then they did
2016.
yeah.
So that first year when they revealed God of War, it was big secret, all that stuff. Because they had talked about leaving that title behind, leaving that franchise and doing something else, because Kratos kind of was tanking. And so what they did was they had an orchestra pit, and all of the music for every major reveal was live. They played the scores live. And I remember going, this is the best. This is amazing.
It's giving
so
me
glorious.
goosebumps right now thinking about it.
Right? And so what they ended up doing was they ended up like playing this score that nobody had heard before. So they ended up playing this score and like playing into actual gameplay. And
Live
instead
gameplay.
of live gameplay, and instead of actually playing the music from the game, like off the disc or whatever, there was none of that coming through. All you heard was the sound effects and all that from the game, and it was wonderful. The whole thing went off without a hitch. And so they're showing that. They're showing it from all these different angles in the documentary. And I got the chills that Kate was talking about and that they were talking about in the documentary. So like, it made me feel all the feels. And I was like, you know what? It's just time. It's just time to play this game. So I sat down to play it. And if you have not played God of War, play it. And I mean the latest God. Shut your mouth, Matt. I'm having a moment here. But no. Okay, so Matt played it, not his bag, and it's
We'll
worth
discuss
noting.
it later.
Matt, I asked you how far you got into that game, and you told me how far you got into that game. That's several hours of gameplay, to then decide that it's not for you. I feel like I would have decided a long time ago.
I was just trying to force myself to do it. I was trying to power through.
Because the first hour or so, even the first hour and a half is intense.
I loved it, man.
It's so freaking
like,
good.
You get to the first boss. It's, I won't say who it is, but it's like a Norse. It's a Norse god.
It's a Norse person.
Yeah, and so like you do that, and I'm like, yup. Yes, please. I love this game. I'm so glad I got it for like $17. This is perfect.
Because I bought it the day after it came out for full price.
Having gone back, I would have paid full price for this game. I mean, digital deluxe, $100, whatever, all the way. Like I was in. It's the kind of game that I've even told my wife, Anna, I was like, I have to stop playing this game. I have to put the controller down. I have to walk away from it, because I will blow straight through this game. I'll play it 24 hours a day straight. It just is such a good gaming experience for me, story-wise and also gameplay. I love everything about this game. And old me would have done that. I would have said, family, sorry, I've gotta play this game. I gotta get through it. And so she has noticed. I was playing this with my kids, and I mean, this is kind of a weird spot for me, because I don't know that I would necessarily advocate playing this game in front of your kids, but I don't know that I would advocate away from playing it in front of you. It's a weird spot, because there are some. I want my son to see this game. I want him to experience it because of how great it is, just in general. Like, hey, Caleb, here is a beautiful, wonderfully made game, but also, the whole game is about a father's journey to become a father, and how his son plays such a big part in that. And if you know like the history of Kratos, even if you don't know the history of Kratos, it doesn't matter. Like that character killed his other family. And now we've put him in a story where he's having to wrestle with having just lost his wife and become a father while still fulfilling her wishes and, being a good husband post-mortem kind of deal. And so like it's
so good.
It's deep. There's so much in there. And so like my wrestling point is that I want my son, because he's really quick on the uptake, I want him to know that this is an important story to be told. That these are fictional characters. He sees Thor and he's like, Marvel, like he can draw parallels, but I want him to experience this story along with me. And so there's language and there's scenes and there's some stuff that I'm going to have to tell him to close his eyes or go in the other room about. But all in all, like I want him to see, and maybe he and I will even talk about this, I hope that we do, that the son plays a big role in the game. Even though I'm not like actively controlling him all the time, I can tell him when to shoot and stuff like that. But like the son is an important part of the story. And I want him to know that he's an important part of mine. Like we're getting real deep on accident here. I didn't mean to do this, but like this is, what have I been playing? Dad of War. That's it. Almost nothing else. I mean, I playing some solo Una Noche, and we're going to be covering that. I say I'm going to be covering that on Beard Bros because Matt will be at Phoenix Fan Fusion. And then Anna and I will actually play. She's working on luchador masks. So hopefully I'm saying that so that it becomes a reality. Hopefully she gets those done in time so that we can wear those for the stream. And so, but hopefully I want you guys to go and back solo Una Noche. Please. It is not near where it needs to be. We get no kickback from this. I just think that it's a great game and that you guys should have it in your house. It's currently nowhere near where it should be. And we need to go there and make this thing happen. So go on Kickstarter, back Solo Una Noche, and just have fun with it. But those are the games that we've been playing. And hopefully you guys have been playing some games too, and you can tell us all about it on social media. On Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are at Love Thy Nerd on all of those platforms. Tell us, did we miss the mark? Are you like Matt? Or do you hate God of War? Like, do we have stupid choices? However you want to take this conversation, let's do that on those social platforms. And then get the conversation started with your friends and your circle of influence. Well, let's go ahead and move the show right along from what we've been playing to a short section. We want to give you guys kind of just a burst of some of the nerdy news things that have been happening in the nerd world. A couple weeks ago, we dedicated an entire episode, our main segment, to this. We don't want to do that. We think that that's kind of a waste of time. Not that these things aren't important, but we got other things that we want to talk about. So the first thing here that I saw was that Super Mario Maker 2 is coming out on the Switch.
Yeah.
And body ready?
Yep.
Check.
It's going to be good. You didn't play the other one much, did you?
No, man. I missed out on it because it was a Wii U exclusive.
Yeah.
And that was the console that I skipped. I had the Wii and the Switch. So
now you've got your chance.
Now look at you.
Yeah.
I loved the idea and the concept, and I watched a bunch of fan-made levels, and also I was in on Mario Maker, but I didn't have it. I hoped that they would re-release it for the Switch, but this is even better.
Yep, they've added so much more.
Congratulations.
All sorts of stuff. I'm mainly excited about this because I think that we can do some community game nights, which we haven't done yet. I'm excited to see some of these games kind of help us get back into that rhythm of playing games together and sharing that space.
I think you meant rhythm.
Rhyme. Yes, I did. But that'll be coming out in June, here pretty soon on the Switch. So be looking at that and be looking at some other stuff. Also, sad to say, but Game of Thrones has ended, friends. Series finale. No more Starbucks coffee cups being
there
left
was a water
set.
bottle. Did you see the water bottle?
I did see that.
Getting a little what's it called? Less vigilant in these ending episodes.
Loosey goosey.
About stuff.
I don't watch anything this closely.
Me either.
Anything. I
Me
mean,
either.
they had to zoom in a long way to see that water bottle. I probably never would have seen that.
No.
I mean, there are probably some things in The Office that you could be like, oh, hey, did you notice this? Nope. And I've seen that entire thing through probably 10 times.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. You remember, what was the name of that show?
The Office?
No, the Haunted Family. The House on Haunted Hill.
No,
and
I don't know.
You don't? Did you ever watch that show?
No. Sounds like
Matt, you
something
didn't
my
watch it
mom
either?
wouldn't let me
No.
watch.
Well,
So no.
you can tell your mom that you're a grown adult
We
because
don't
it was like
remember.
released on Netflix last year. So,
Oh.
yeah, you're fine. So your mom's not the boss.
You
of
made it
anymore.
sound like it was something that came out forever ago.
No, you can remember things that are recent. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Kate suffers from short-term memory loss.
Who does?
Lately, yeah,
Yeah.
I have. Lately, yeah.
You need to take some ginkgo biloba.
I'm
heard of
sorry.
it.
What?
You remember that?
Is that a spell?
It is a Harry Potter spell.
Are you
Obliviate.
trying to summon Hermione? Is that what's going on? Am I saying that incorrectly? You guys have got to get into the Love and Hour community, and you would understand all of these memes that we're talking about right now. But anyway, so in that show, it's about this haunted family, and there are ghosts and like specters and stuff in almost every single scene. That as you're watching it, you don't see them, and then so you don't get spoilers. You watch it. You watch the the behind the scenes stuff, and then they point out all of the ghosts that were in every single one of the scenes, and you're like, oh my gosh, that was there the whole time. It's just mind blowing, the things that you don't see because you're not paying attention. And that's exactly what it was like with this water bottle on Game of Thrones.
It was watching you. It's haunted.
And people were
Spoiler
like, I don't
alert.
know. I saw a lot of mixed kind of feelings on the
Big time.
last episode and then the episode from last week. I've never seen Game of Thrones in my life, so
I've seen probably 3/4 of the first episode. And so I'm kind of a super fan, as it were. Yeah. I'm cosplaying as that one.
Bilbo.
You know
Is it
what I'm
Bilbo?
talking about.
Bilbo.
Yeah. Dragonborn.
Yep.
Bilbo
Oh,
Dragonborn. I think
that's
is
the
what it
one. There's always
I'll
been a
probably here in a
Baggins,
couple of
Baggins.
years go back.
Baggins.
I'm just now watching Supernatural, so come at me, bro.
I just think
I'm on like episode 33 of season
So
1.
I think I'm just different
Supernatural.
than everyone else. I don't want to.
You are different. I'll give you that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No.
So if you were super pumped about how Game of Thrones ended, I saw somebody who said that it was the best ending. I saw a lot of people who said that the ending just sucked. So hopefully you are one or the other or somewhere in the middle, and then that makes you a human being. Also, PlayStation and Microsoft have struck a partnership that everybody is excited about except for PlayStation staff who didn't know about it.
It's so
Surprise.
awkward, honestly.
Matt, you were saying that happens more times
Yeah,
than...
it happens a lot
Yeah.
at Starbucks where they won't really tell the employees, and then you'll have customers come in and say, "Hey, I heard this is happening," and you're like, "I hadn't heard that. Thanks for letting me know."
Oh, so you guys are closing. That's crazy,
Oh, surprise.
huh? What?
Wow.
Yeah,
Hadn't
maybe you
heard.
should reach out to the PlayStation team to give them some like encouragement about what you've been
Hey
through.
guys, it happens.
You could relate.
Just keep your head up and you pretend like you knew it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Don't know the
it's like the
details,
Dunder Mifflin company picnic kind of scenario there. But yeah, so PlayStation and Microsoft they've struck a deal where they're going to be working together using Microsoft's cloud service Azure, however you
I
want
think
to
it's
say that.
Azul.
If you're nasty, yeah.
I read that this partnership was kind of like pushed through because of the Google Stadia stuff.
I believe that 100%.
Oh yeah, that makes
I
sense.
believe it as well. They're like, bros, we got to team up to take down this horde that is Google.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
Absolutely. Which is pretty cool, honestly, because that's what we've been clamoring for forever.
Yeah.
Hey, you can have your exclusives. That's great. But if you have the same game, let me play with my friends.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what comes out of this with the new cloud platform. Because Microsoft's been talking about their xCloud forever.
Bragging about
feels
it.
like. Yeah, right. Much Microsoft. Jeez. Get off your Horpins.
Get off your cloud.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was going for a high horse, but I
Okay.
don't want to say high horse. I wanted to lean into the Horpins
Okay, I'll allow it.
to beat a dead horse.
Gosh, too soon. That's too soon.
Hey, geez, left eye much. Good grief. Okay. Moving on. So, also, the biggest news that
Yeah,
could
this
have
is
come
huge.
out of the nerd world,
Huge.
the Magic the Gathering butt crack bro is unbanned from Magic tournaments.
What does that
He can
mean?
now play again.
Who is this person?
He would go behind Magic players who were maybe wearing their pants a little bit too low and they had some crack
Maybe.
showing.
Allegedly.
Would go behind them and like take a photo behind him, like doing like prayer hands or like doing like fists.
Just straight
like,
faced.
It's like, yeah, just go look it up.
It's a thread to behold.
It really is. He had
yeah.
so many photos, and then Magic found out about it, and they banned him for life.
Wizards of the Coast
Yeah,
legit banned him
for life,
from Magic
Oh
for
my
life.
gosh.
but not
But apparently not for life.
somebody else's life.
Yeah. So, yeah. They had a person in mind.
Yeah.
And when that person,
Yeah,
Horpins.
yeah,
For the life
that's
of
what
Horpins.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
These photos are so good of this dude.
Yeah, they
oh
are.
my god.
Kate, there's no time for that right now. You're going to have to do that. Don't do that on company time. But that is a quick look around the internet and what's going on with a little bit of our nerdy news. But hey, let's move the show straight on into what our actual topic for today is. Kate's going to collect herself. But we really want to hone in on Matt. Matthew
His
Warmbier.
issues and problems.
Matt Wambier, as it were.
It's French.
And we want to help him get over his gaming analysis paralysis. And we've all dealt with it, right? I've dealt with it. Kate's dealt with it.
yeah.
Matt's dealt with it. Other people.
I think we all
I'm
deal
sure.
with it.
Yeah, that's at least 3 people. So we're going to go and dedicate a whole podcast episode to it.
You're
of
welcome.
not knowing what game to play. Like, I know that personally I've walked up to my game shelf and just, there's over 150 games on that shelf alone. And I'm like, I just have nothing to play.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the
Open up my-
all of my console games up here. I'm just
Yeah, you open up your backlog on your PlayStation, your Xbox, your Switch, or whatever, and you're like, I wish I had a game to play. And there's literally dozens and dozens and dozens of games
just
to play.
begging to be played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
And we make excuses, right? But come on.
when I haven't played a game on my PlayStation in so long that when I downloaded this game, all my controllers had a ton of dust all over them.
Yep.
And I'm
Sounds
like,
right.
man,
Yep.
this sucks.
I blew thick amounts of dust out of my PlayStation vents because that poor thing has just been on. People are like, you're always on. I'm never on at all, ever. But I leave it on because I want people to think. No, I forget to turn it off. And actually, my the battery on the controller died, and I forgot where the plug was for it.
Wow.
So, but anyway, yeah, I'm with you, Kate. Like, you're just collecting literally hey,
collecting dust.
you think it's been a while? It has not nearly been. It's been way longer than you think it has since you pulled that game off the shelf to play. And so we want to help Matt and via the transitive property, everybody else who has been dealing with this. So we asked the community. We asked our Facebook community at Love Thy Nerd.
Technically, Matt
Ish.
asked and said
Matt-
that he wanted help, and then I took some answers from it that I thought could
Yes.
be useful in this discussion right now. This intervention, could call
This one,
it.
what is it? Oh, is that what's
It's
going
an
on?
intervention.
It's an
It is,
intervention.
yeah.
That
Is this like a How I Met Your Mother intervention?
this is an intervention.
Or
So just get
Okay,
ready,
good.
because
I see the banner. All right.
at the end of this, you're going to go to the ranch where Dr. Phil sends everybody.
I agree.
Cash me outside.
I'm in.
So, Kate, you actually put here that Matt's game paralysis severe.
I consider
this
it
is-
to be very severe. Look at him.
All right, so this is like clinical. This is diagnosed
By a real doctor.
via Yeah, Kate's dad's a doctor, so
It's true.
Don't say.
Teeth doctor.
he's a teeth doctor. Fix all them tooths. All right, Kate. So why don't you kind of read what some of our people in our community were saying?
Okay, well, do you say
ahead.
is it Amy or Amy? I already forgot what he said. Ryan.
Amy.
He said
Ryan Amy
said to you, Matt.
Okay.
I go through periods like that too. I'm in a similar boat at the moment where I can't get into a super deep narrative game. I've been playing NHL 19 just like you. Tetris 99, Pocket Card Jockey on the 3DS, light casual games that don't require much thought. Have you
tried any of those, Matt?
besides NHL 19, which you said that you did already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Have
I
you
did play
tried
that
playing
one.
any other light?
Have you tried Pocket Card Jockey?
No, I haven't.
I don't even know what that
played
is.
Pocket Card Jockey.
Or just like light casual games?
My thing is like, I just don't need to spend any
Listen
more.
to how depressed he
I
sounds.
know.
Do I need to spend more? I don't know.
Money
Just
to be
spending
happy?
more money.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah, money equals
Money
happiness.
buys happiness. You didn't know that?
I just like.
Literally,
I've been looking
in
like
games,
I'll
it's
go into
what
the
it is.
PlayStation Store and I'll like look for anything that's on like super sale, and that's how I end up with Assassin's Creed
Oranges.
oranges. Yeah, it just didn't like it didn't stick, you know. I don't know. I just like I thought about picking up like Skate because I know Skate like I can just go play, and I loved that game way back when.
Me too.
Did you? Yeah, like, but I just haven't been able to find it for as cheap as I wanna spend.
What are you looking for? Like doll hairs wise?
I don't know, like
How much girl are you looking to spend?
low to none.
Okay, so like a $10 maximum or what?
I mean, if I could find some for 10, that'd be rad.
Bro, have you gone to Goodwill?
My
check that
Goodwill
out.
is not great here. Not for games. It's like you get sports games and that's about it.
Well, there you go. I think
But
Goodwill
you-
is answered.
But you've tried, besides Red Dead, you've tried God of War.
There we go. Let's talk about where you have been.
You've tried Assassin's Creed Origins, for those who don't know. You've tried, what else? Red Dead 1.
Red Dead 1. What else have I played? Spider-Man. And I mean, I've even like turned on like Breath of the Wild a couple times and just didn't want to keep playing.
You're bordering on blasphemy.
Well, see,
I
that's
know.
why
You're all the way into heresy.
That's why I put severe.
Yeah, okay, I understand now. I didn't have all the information.
I know.
I thought you had just tried God of War and didn't like it.
No, I've been really trying to find something.
But
You've got a serious block, man. Like there's something going on.
But are you looking for like a deep narrative experience that's going to top Red Dead, or are you just looking for something that'll be interesting to you for some amount of time?
I'm probably looking for something to equal Red Dead. I've even tried Red Dead Online and just couldn't. I don't know. I didn't do it.
Other players usually will mess up a game experience that you've had in single player mode.
Yeah.
Because it's completely different.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so I just like I don't know what I'm necessarily looking for. I did play hockey for a little while. I just got kind of bored. It was good. It was good. Like,
Well, you never actually played. I mean, that was the problem.
Yeah.
Coach wouldn't put you in.
it's
You have to
true.
fast forward everything.
That's true. That's what I'm sorry. And then I got
You
sent
played
down.
hockey sim. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Ryan Guerra
Yeah.
said that he's in the same boat too, and that he feels like it's partly because I either have time and I want to find the perfect game to enjoy that time with, or I have only a little time and I'm stressing about spending that time with a game I don't really want to play. Ha!
That's probably part of it.
Thanks for that last part, Kate. Yeah.
He said that at the end, so I'm just reading it.
Yeah. Well, good.
Right, yeah.
I didn't want you to leave it out.
A little too verbatim, as it were.
I don't know. Like, it's tough. It's. I think that's similar. Like, that's why I don't really watch a lot of movies unless I know I'm going to like them. Like, you don't have a lot of time, so you just kind of like you don't want to waste your time on
Yeah.
it.
It's true. I mean,
If you think about all the time that you spend trying to find a game to play,
I know.
you could have actually played a game and decided if you did or didn't like it. We talked for weeks about you playing Red Dead Redemption 1.
I know, and I did it. I jumped into it.
How you dipped your toe? I would not say you jumped into it.
I've probably played
You
2
didn't even,
hours.
your ankles weren't even.
I probably played
What's-
2 hours.
What's wrong with starting another Red Dead 2 save file?
Here's
or,
my thing.
or going back
I-
into the what? The
I
other
thought
one
about
you had.
it.
kind of think that's where we are, yeah.
No, I've thought about that, but I also like, do I want to be stuck on a game and not move on from it? Like we just mentioned a bunch of games that I haven't finished. So like, would I want to continue to play the same game over and over and then miss out on these other games? You know, like it's kind of like this weird, I don't know. Like, do I waste my time on a game I've already almost fully done everything in?
I think you need a palate cleanser. I think this is what you need. You need try something that is completely different. So like a sommelier, which is a wine taster and person who will tell you what notes a wine has and which one's the best and all sorts of stuff. Like these people, what they'll do is they'll just kind of swish it around in their mouth. They don't actually drink any of it. And then they will like eat a cracker or do something that cleanses their palate so they can go on and do the next thing. You went bottoms up on that bottle of wine, and I think you're having a hard time moving on from it. So I think that what you need to do is try something that's completely different from, you're chasing the same high that you had with Red Dead.
I mean, even just
Go
before
the opposite direction.
Even just before that was Spider-Man. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
You got lucky. You got lucky going from Spider-Man to Red Dead.
you've had too much of
think
a good thing. Now,
I'll play
Exactly.
Now
Link's
you're
crossbow training. I have it up here on the
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. You're what's that kid's name from Willy Wonka?
Charlie.
No, Augustus Gloop.
Augustus Gloop. Yeah.
Augustus Gloop. You're Augustus Gloop right now. You've had too much chocolate, and it's time. Don't you dare!
Rocket Power Beach Bandits.
Yeah, I can play
That's
Rocket
the
Power
one
Beach
on
Band.
GameCube.
Play that.
That's the one.
Here's what I think. I think you need to like dive into pick up Octopath again
Yeah.
and play through Octopath.
That was a good one. I finished that one.
Octopath. It's just different.
It is.
Like completely
It
different.
is.
Grindy. Well, you did have a grind with Red Dead. I mean, I think this is actually like a common gamer issue here that leads to, that's how backlogs are created and that's how a bunch of money is spent. And
I think I need
crying? Are you crying?
like a Mario game, a Mario style game, side scroller.
You should play Mario in Time.
Done.
You should get Yoshi's World. I haven't finished that
I've honestly
one.
looked at that one, and
That's
if
not a bad idea,
But
actually.
it's 60, and I'm just
I know. It's like
Oh,
there's got to
there
be a
it is.
sale
Not to-
on it. It's too
What a terrible idea. Here's the deal. You like something like that would work. We need to find what that game is for you. So are you thinking maybe a platformer? Like that would do it for you?
maybe. I feel like those are easy. You're not really.
Look into Celeste.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be a good one.
platformer
look into
that has
Celeste.
to be the right thing. Like
Yeah, I just feel like those are kind of like you play and you don't have to like search and like look high and low for items or side stories or whatever. You're just playing the game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I got it. You need to play Legend of Zelda 2: Link's Boogaloo.
Nah. My cousin actually is playing through them all, and he said that now that there's save points, like with the online Switch Online.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
it's so much easier and actually made for an enjoyable game.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
easier
he played
maybe. Enjoyable. Oof.
Played through it. I don't know.
Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill here, as
Yeah.
it were.
I-
What the kids say.
Guess it's Beach Bandits, Rocket Power. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be leaving for Phoenix. I'm already in Phoenix.
yeah,
And
that's true. You're there.
I had to think about that for a second.
like, do I bring my Switch and not have any game to play on it? Or do I bring like a 3DS and try to find, like I have a 3DS with games I haven't really played. I have Lego Star Wars 3.
I have another thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
Another suggestion, as it were. You don't have to do any of these things, but if you don't, you're dead to me. But I will say, maybe you just take a break.
Yeah,
from
that was a
video
suggestion that I
games.
got. Like, take through Phoenix. Don't play any video
Maybe
games.
nothing will work.
And I'm just trying to fit.
And I mean that as a double entendre.
Okay.
No game will fill the space, but doing nothing is the answer. Nothing will work. Oh, I could be the Riddler. This is a good one.
It could be. I mean,
But like, at the same time, like, I want to play a game.
well, you have to kill that part of you.
Put it to death.
No, but it's like I have wanted to play my PlayStation for so long, but I haven't found anything, and I'm like, I don't want to play Horizon Zero Dawn again. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. That's why it sat there in the dust. And this, what's it called? Plague Tale that I've been waiting for finally came out, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get it and go with it. I know that it looks interesting to me.
So you're saying all games that have the word tail in it are good?
Yes, that's really Kate's go-to.
Okay.
I think Kate, I think that you're right. I almost called you Kale because I was thinking.
Then
tail
you know what?
again.
Get Cattails. Cheap game.
Ooh,
You just go at your own pace, do whatever. You fight other cats. Get
I
more.
would love to
I'm
hear
always
about your
fighting
experience
cats in
with
real life.
cats.
It
You
would
get
get
more.
boring.
Get more. To
Yeah,
get
it's
more
just Tuesday.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps
Forage.
working.
I don't
Do
know.
some foraging. And just pray about it. I'm sure the answer is cattails.
I think honestly, like for me personally, Matt, not playing video games for a while and then coming back to a game like God of War, like it was magical. Like it was like picking up games for the first time. It made me remember and realize what it was like to not play games for a while, or to have that joy rekindled again, because I wasn't bogged down with, oh well, it's not really hitting me, it's not as good as XYZ. It's like I hadn't played games for a while, and so it was fresh again. So maybe that break is it, dude. Maybe just
so.
take a beat. Yeah,
Well,
go build a shelf or something.
I have plans for one.
Shocker.
I know.
Matt Warmbier has plans to build shelf. Yeah, look for that article on Love Thy Nerd.
Yeah.
Shelf builder.
Yeah, featured article.
Well,
So I don't know.
I
mean,
think
Kate,
you'll
was there
figure
anything
it
else?
out. What?
Was there anything else? Anybody else from the community that had these nuggets of wisdom?
Brandon Z had one. He said, I have a hard time committing to one game. It's hard for me because my playtime is more limited than in my youth, and I want to play all the games. And it sucks when you try to play something and don't feel it, because then it feels like you wasted some of your time. I haven't played many games the past 2 weeks, and this weekend I may get some time to sit down with some, and I'm not sure what I should play. Hopefully you can find something to scratch that itch, and if you aren't feeling it, don't feel bad for switching games.
Look at that, a little positivity.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
How
maybe
do you
that's what I'll
feel?
do. I feel dead inside.
Worse.
No.
he feels Horpins on the
Yeah.
inside.
I don't know.
I-
Maybe somebody else is listening that is in the same boat as you.
Well, you're not alone.
Sounds like everybody.
Everybody is.
But
Yeah.
I just want to like these games. Like you guys talk about God of War and your just love for it. And here's my thing: like people didn't like Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, my thought was, you crazy? That game is so good, and here's why. And I'm sure it's the same. Like I'm kind of like, meh, God of War, don't love it, and everyone else is like, that's the game of the year. Everyone loves that game.
Yeah, legitimately. Yeah.
What's wrong
Which
with
is
you?
funny because
Not my game of the year.
hashtag not my game. Because Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was the game of the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I feel like for the same reasons, it was easy to look at that. Now, Matt, last year, you and I had not played God of War, but we had played Spider-Man. And
Mm-hmm.
we picked Spider-Man as our game of the year out of that lineup.
I picked God of War
and
for the record.
You were wrong, according to us.
Here's the deal. I am not ready to say that I'm switching camps to God of War if I could go back in time and change that. But it's on my radar that maybe it's not Spider-Man, it's God of War. If I could go back in time, like that's. But here again, the last game I played was Spider-Man. The last like real game I played was Spider-Man, and I'm removed from that several months now of not playing anything.
Yeah.
Fresh start, coming in, the joy of playing a game again, the freedom of playing a game again, that kind of stuff. Like it's letting my inner child come out with my inner adult, because neither is really at the surface ever. You kind of meeting with God of War. So I don't know, man. You don't have to do what I say, but if you don't, you're dead.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
Hashtag Horpins. And so like, I don't know, maybe you guys let us know in the comments, like what should Matt do? That's kind of how we'll live Matt's life. We'll just take a poll and he'll have to do whatever you say.
Okay.
And so let us know in the comments section below. And hey, also do us a favor. Put Matt on your prayer list. He really needs it right now. Let Opal at your church know that Matt's having a hard time figuring out what game to play, and it's really ripping him apart.
I mean, it's not like a fun place to be when all you want to do is be entertained and nothing's satisfying, you know?
And how bad is it that like we go to these things for entertainment and for reprieve, and like it's doom and gloom because you can't find something to play.
Yeah.
Like it's actually counterproductive.
It really is. It really is.
So let's get good. Let's fix that.
Okay.
Someone help him.
Let's help Matt. Come on, let's get him back on track here. But you know what, guys? Let us know seriously in the comment section below on this Facebook post in the community.
What is that?
Yeah,
Game Party 3. 19
We Game Party 3.
games.
19 games in one. That might be it. That might be the one that gets you over the hump. But let us know wherever you're following this conversation, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are at Love Thy Nerd on all three of those things, or on lovethynerd.com, where we have all sorts of great, wonderful podcasts, and Beard Bros is on there now, and all sorts of stuff, articles, everything. You can engage on our podcast page right there at Facebook, not Facebook.
Facebook.com.
Facebook.com. Yeah. No, we don't own that domain. Not anymore. And lovethynerd.com. We purchased that one with some dollars and Skrilla.
That's right.
Lovethynerd.com/FreePlay. And just find this podcast. If you're listening to it right now, it'll be the top post on that page. And so go ahead and let us know on that page as well. But share it. Get this content out to everybody. We want people to know what's going on in the gaming world and to have fun and to know, hey, it's okay if you don't know what to play. It's okay. It's going to be all right. Pretend like I'm just sitting behind you and petting your hair, and it's not Joe Biden. It's not creepy like that. Like, it's totally different. Like, that's immediately where my mind would go.
Yeah.
What did he say? I want to know what
Hydra.
he said. It's exactly what he said. Oh, gross.
Geez.
Try not to dry heave. We're going to make it through. But guys, we want to know, please, what do you think about what we're doing? Tell us on iTunes or wherever it is that you're consuming this podcast. We want to know, like, what do you think? Are we doing good? Are we doing bad? Hit us up with a 5-star review. You know, it would be hilarious if you gave us a 5-star review and then said something negative. Like, that would just be the best.
That'd teach us a lesson.
Oh.
Yeah. But we're trying to get to 50 reviews on iTunes, on Apple Podcasts. So do us a favor, get there. If we can get there by the end of the month, we're doing a massive giveaway. We've got a bunch of great things. I'm throwing in a left-handed Sonic drawing. And then Kate, you were just saying earlier, what are you giving away?
What
are you adding to the giveaway? Remember, we were like, oh, hey, Kate's giving away, and then you said this thing right now.
What?
I didn't quite hear it.
Wrappers for these 2 string cheeses I ate.
That is a health violation. You should not mail
Oh,
it
no,
off.
you were talking about the SpongeBob SquarePants Krusty Krab butter dish.
I wasn't, but you were.
That's
Absolutely.
what you
That was
were
the exact
referring
thing.
to.
Yes, absolutely.
It caught my eye right here. It really is just right here.
So if you want some of those things plus other things that you'll actually want to live at your house, go to Apple Podcasts and review us. Give us a 5-star review, guys. That really does help out a ton with getting what we do with Love Thy Nerd out to the masses. So do that. And also, if you're not a part of our Facebook group, just do it. Go search Love Thy Nerd community on Facebook and request to join. We will determine of our own devices if you are or are not a robot. And if you're not, then we'll let you in, probably, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. And you can also hit us up on FreePlay Podcast. I can't speak
Oh my
for
gosh,
Jack
what
right
are you
now.
doing?
On Twitter,
There you go.
in the Twitterverse, at FreePlay Podcast. We got one of their handles. I'm not on Twitter very often, so the word it doesn't come out. But hey, also we've got two other things. We've got Beard Bros that we do on Friday. And we've also got our co-optional stream, of which Matt will be on neither this week.
Busy.
Because he thinks he's too good to be on these shows. He's going to be at Phoenix Fan Fusion, and we're just hoping that you guys do great work out there. And you guys, Kate, you're not going to be on the show next week, right? Like you're out too, aren't you?
Yes.
Boo.
Sorry.
Boo. Do you hear
fine.
that? That's everybody.
You said it was fine. So
I did
said
say
you'd be fine.
Matt's going to be out. Kate's going to be out.
Boom.
But I think I've got it covered, hopefully.
You know what? I guess
possibly.
that proves Matt and I wrong when we recorded that episode and said, "Oh, Bubba's missed."
I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up.
Oh,
Well, and then you're both out on the same episode, so
beggars
how you like me
can't be
now?
choosers.
I beg to differ.
I beg her
I also
to
choose to
choose
differ. Well, hey guys, check us out on all the stuff. And as good an opener as we had, this is crash landing on the closer. But you know what?
It's fine.
It doesn't matter because I'm Bubba Stallcup.
I'm Matt Warmbier.
I'm Kate Katawaki.
And for our cut man, Jonathan Clausen, we will see you next week. Well, I will. I will catch you next week. They
Somebody
won't.
Whatever.
Shade thrown. And hey, if nobody else tells you this, I promise. I know this. If I know nothing else, I know that Jesus loves you, nerd.
You have been listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. Be sure to rate and review the show and share on all the social media.
Keep that little noise in.
Don't you dare.